More than 24 men are sitting on the wet and cold ground near the Israel-Gaza border, with their eyes blindfolded, barefoot, and hands tied behind their backs. Israeli soldiers with their faces covered with snow masks are on duty. This scene was captured by CNN on a Saturday morning in southern Israel, near the Gaza border, depicting rare footage of Palestinian men who were detained in Gaza and brought to Israel. Some of the men appear physically exhausted. As they continue to kneel, their heads droop and sway. While one detainee is lying on the ground, an Israeli soldier comes over to lift him up. The men seem to be barefoot, wearing only disposable white jumpsuits despite the 10 degrees Celsius, 50 degrees Fahrenheit, temperature. The Israeli military stated that these individuals are suspected of engaging in terrorist activities and were detained in Gaza to undergo further interrogation in Israel. As part of the Israeli Defense Forces' activities in the combat zone in Gaza, individuals suspected of involvement in terrorist activities are arrested and interrogated. Often, detainees are required to surrender their clothes for searching to ensure they are not hiding explosive vests or other weapons. The statement from the Israeli Defense Forces indicated that suspects are provided with jumpsuits and clothing upon arrival at the detention facility. Relevant suspects are taken to Israel for further questioning. Individuals determined not to have participated in terrorist activities are promptly sent back to Gaza. The IDF stated on Saturday that the individuals captured on film were brought from Gaza to Israel and were about to be transferred to a heated bus, as CNN recorded the scene. The IDF claimed that the detainees were treated in accordance with international law. Although a bus was waiting nearby, CNN could not confirm when the men were actually put on the bus because an Israeli soldier at the scene ordered CNN to leave the building within a few minutes. Detained Palestinians. The Israeli military, during ground operations in Gaza, detained hundreds, if not thousands, of Palestinian men and sometimes women, transferring them to detention centers in Israel and holding them there for several days, often without charge. Many of those detained were identified as civilians by their friends and relatives after images of the detention surfaced online.